Okay, so I said I'd give updates on my loofah. This one went moldy, and this was one of the ones in the house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some airflow on them, and that should help from keeping it from going moldy. So this one's going in the trash. Well, it happened again. So we're gonna have to peel these, and I've started on one, and we're gonna get these peeled so they do not mold or rot. I worked too hard to grow these guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Simply Jan Homestead. It's time to get these loofahs out of their shell. They're starting to rot, as I showed you, and we can't have that. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you a quick tutorial on how I'm gonna do this. I cut this end off with my shears, my garden shears, those right there. Yep, and then I'll cut the stem off. And you're just gonna run your garden shears up. You can use anything you want to do this, you guys. The key is get it shallow up against this skin so you don't cut the sponge. And that's the goal, don't cut the sponge. Just keep it tight against the skin, whatever your blade is. And I just found that this worked easier for me and was faster. So this is what I'm doing. I have cut two out of their skin already. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. There we go. And then you just take that and run your fingers through it. It breaks the sponge from the skin really nicely. And you'll see that liquid, that's the messy part of doing green loofahs. You have to rinse all that out. And you can just tear the skin away. And then down here, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make sure I've got the sponge cut away from the skin, and I do. Okay, that worked out. So this is a messier way to do it, but at least you're not losing your loofah. And it does take multiple rinsings. So I have an old water trough that I use for our pigs. And I'm gonna put those in there and hose them off and squish them and, you know, do all the things to get that liquid out of them. And I just put the other loofah that was molding. So right here, it didn't detach. Now I want that detached. So we're gonna cut that. Anyway, I put those in the compost pile because it'll be great compost. Maybe the ducks and chickens will enjoy some of it. I don't know. We'll find out. So. Last year, I had some that were green, and I was able to dry them out, but this year it wasn't working. So these are absolutely gorgeous loofahs. They're huge, and I want to use them. So So that's your end product, and you'll see there's a lot of goopy stuff. The bad thing is I'm not sure the seeds, no, the seeds are not viable. The seeds on a loofah should be black, and these are all white. That's the down part about it. And I think I gave all my loofah seeds away. So that's no big deal though. I'm sure I can get more. I probably have more somewhere, but so that's how it'll look. And that's gonna go in the water trough. And then I'll take you back and show you how to rinse these off and care for them after you're done with that. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh, that one's tough. Whoa. Okay, here's the next one. Now here's how it's supposed to work. You just cut right through it, and you just peel it like a banana. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. The neighbors' cows like to come visit with ours. They're so cute. They just stand at the fence and look at each other. Okay. Got the hose, and my finger's going through a couple of them. You gotta be careful, but they're very slimy. You want to get that off of there, but it makes the water real soapy. So you have to be careful when you're rinsing these out. You know, poke a hole in them. I wanted to show you inside. There's like a gelatin that's got to come out. I consider it like a plug. It could be something totally different, but you want to get that out because, well, it's part of the fruit actually. It will rot in there, and you don't want that. You don't want that. But I'm gonna work on getting that out. They all have it. So see that one. But you want all that to go bye-bye. So that's what we're gonna work on as we progress and get this as clear as we possibly can. And then I'm gonna let them dry out a little bit, and then we're gonna repeat the process. So that's how I do it. The one thing I wanted to tell you is Luffa has 3 chambers, and those are the chambers you want to get cleaned out. And I have an idea, so I'm gonna go grab what I'm thinking about using and see if it'll work, and I'll be right back. Okay, don't tell the boss. Don't tell him. We got this new chainsaw sharpener, and I thought, wow, this would be great. Well, it's a chain sharpener. This would be great, and I could go through these chambers with it. This loofah is very soft, but I thought I could loosen up that gel inside. And then I had another brilliant idea. Yeah. And I could go in here very carefully, not ripping anything. It's not working as good in this one. Doesn't want to get past that chamber. But the sharpener did. But I could go in there and grab some of that, whatever that is, gel, fruit, I don't know, meat, whatever you want to call it. I could actually pick that out. Yeah, that was my idea. And then I can go through this side into each of these chambers, sort of dig it out a little bit. I did one just to make sure it was going to work, and it worked really good. This one's really soft. I guess I should hold it over here so you can see it, huh? This one's real soft, like mushy. I can still hear. I gotta wash it out some more. But, I mean, it is loosening it up, so, you know, if you're picking green loofahs and you need to get in there and get that meat out or gel out or whatever it's called. I don't use technical terms here on the homestead, folks. I'm just doing the dang thing. Trying to get some loofah sponges. And that works pretty good. Alright, that was my brilliant idea. But don't tell the boss I took his saw blade sharpener. Okay? Don't. Shh. Okay. I wanted to get you a close-up. I'm just sticking it in there. And then I twirl it around. And it loosens up all that stuff. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, back to work I go. This loofah was cut on the sponge. So I opened it up. And what I will do is I can put this on a piece of wood, glue it onto a piece of wood, and make it for a shower sponge after I get all the seeds out. But that's the inside of it, and it's just loaded with seeds. I've already dumped them in the pasture. Hey, maybe, just maybe, we'll get some loofah in the pasture. Nah, they're all white. But I wanted to show you that. So don't, you know, if you cut your sponge, don't freak out. You can still use it. And that'll make a wonderful back scratcher when it's all dried out. I have company. They're eating all the things that I'm dropping on the ground. Yeah, little opportunists that they are. All right, so I had two loofahs. One I had to cut the end off because I cut the sponge and it was very soft as it was. And I cut the sponge when I was cutting the shell off, the skin. So that happens. Don't throw it away. It's still a viable sponge. You can use it, huh, Brute? Yeah, you can even wash your dogs with them. They'd love it. Like this one's got a little hole there, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just not going to worry about all that because when it dries out, it won't matter. So, I'll bring you back once they're all dried out. I do put them in a mild bleach water solution, and then I dry them out for their final dry. So if I forget, that's what I do. If I forget to come back and show you the final thing, because it's going to be a few days. And I might want to just get a video out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just might want to do that. I'm soaking wet. This is a very labor-intensive process. It is. Alright, y'all. Be blessed and love well. Bye now. Okay, now they dry. We had a couple here. I showed you that one. That one's, I don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage it, but maybe I can. I'm going to dry it out. That one just, I had to cut the end off because it was cut, but these are beautiful, just so beautiful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pretty decent loofahs. And I just have them sitting on the air conditioner unit because it's vented. And we're going to let those dry out. And I'll keep turning them. If it rains, they will go inside and finish the first stage. Thanks for watching, y'all.